confused in the two, but at the end of the day, I definitely just kept with NITA Slay, so I can get away from Sonita Shrey.
I thought like before, like you perform under Sonita when you like do more singing stuff, and then under NITA Slay when you're ready to battle demons.
Yeah, for the most part, but I think like to this day, I would come out even if I was singing as NITA Slay as well, just because, like I said, I'm trying to move away from my name. But that was initially the idea in the beginning, to have Sonita be the singing and then, you know, NITA Slay be the rapping, because I initially wasn't even thinking of becoming a rapper. I just knew I wrote really well, and you know, soon enough I was around a bunch of rappers who ended up just giving me the confidence, like, yeah, you're a rapper, and I just stuck into two different types of lanes. But now singing and rapping, it would be NITA Slay, just NITA.
Yeah, that's cool. I guess it makes it easier for people to like know what to call you, like in performances and stuff like that, or
flag. It's so much easier to pronounce too. I don't have to like correct somebody. Thank God.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking of Sonita. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that ain't it.
Do you hate when people call you Sonita?
I don't think hate is the word. It depends. Like if it's an older person, I'll just let them rock. But if it's a younger person, I just easily correct them, because I mean, so many names in the world. You can't get mad when someone that doesn't know you kind of corrects you, or else you're gonna be mad forever for the rest of your life. And I'm not that person.
Yeah, that's true. With all the Trump stuff going on, it's less of a big deal.
Yeah, my dad loves Trump.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if I should say that. Might incriminate him.
That's cool. So you guys stay with me.
I think the government's listening too. Who knows? Nobody's counting, right?
Well, that could protect you guys if like they try to take over. Like, my dad loves you guys.
I suppose. You're right.
Let's see. Okay. So, how much time do you have until you get there or whatever?
5. I'm supposed to start at 5 o'clock.
Okay. Well, we can finish definitely like 4:45 or early.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see. I wrote some questions. I'm just gonna look at it for a second. I thought like your job was interesting because like you're riding around like a pitchfork type thing.
It's funny.
Tell me like something about like that, like how you got involved. It seems like you like go into like the masculine side. Work in construction. Yeah.
I don't actually work there anymore. I'm always affiliated, kind of connected with it, because my father and my brother still work there currently, but I definitely don't work there anymore just because of my child. Really, it's a little bit hard to work at 4 a.m. and come back home at like 6 p.m. It's not really ideal, you know.
Okay.
So I had to let it go.
What?
So I had to let it go.
I see. But you like enjoyed it, or was it because of family that you were doing it? It looks like you're like enjoying I'm like video, I think.
Yeah, no, I definitely enjoyed it. I grew up with 3 younger brothers, so like masculinity has always been around since I was born, and it's always like a good feeling to work with your family members, and not only that, you just kind of get challenged and like tested by your own little brothers. But initially, I mean, I love the job because you wake up early before the whole world, and I have a whole couple hours just to think. And by the time because I wake up at like 4, I commute at like an hour, depending on where the job is at, I would commute, and then we start work around like 7 a.m. and by the time like we're really up, like physically up and active, the world is kind of just waking up. So I really love that part about demolition. I also love the fact of just doing kind of hard labor. My father was the supervisor whenever we would be on a project site, so my father knew not to like give me any extraneous activities and just leave that to the guys. So he was good to me. Yeah, he was really good to me. And like, we're not supposed to have like hour-long lunch breaks, but we do the work enough where we can afford that. So it's cool to have an hour lunch break, and then we all just kind of, eat together and joke along with each other. Because while we work, we're pretty serious. So when it's time to have lunch with the family, we get to just like bust out a character and just make fun of each other. So it's like a whole segment of series of things that happen when working demolition. So I definitely did love it a lot, and I do miss it, but it takes a toll on your body if you're not prepared, if you don't get enough sleep and stuff like that. And I'm the type that stays awake to write music or just to be with my child. So I don't know, I just feel like the days was like dedicated to work, and I don't really want to do that for the rest of my life type shit.
Right. So then you go.
Damn, I talk so much.
More part-time?
Yeah, no, so I work as a baker at Atomic Cafe in Beverly, and I also am a laundry attendant down obviously in Lynn, but yeah, that's what I do for now. I do work part-time, but I could pick up more shifts, so my weeks vary from full-time to part-time. But for the most part, I also am, full-time artist, full-time mother, so I'm a full-time a lot of things, so it doesn't feel like I'm part-time anything.
Right, of course. I work a few hours a week, and it feels like, I don't know, like 3/4 time. But
It'd be like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I just teach English online.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's amazing, actually.
It feels rewarding sometimes. I have one student, she's going to Buffalo and New York because she's from France.
Oh, wow.
So she's gonna do an exhibition there.
Mm-hmm.
So she needs to be able to speak with explain her art to people.
Okay, that's nice.
So I feel like that's at least useful, because it took me a long time. I'm about to be 35, so it took me a long time to find what I like.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I think I've been teaching for like 6 years almost. More seriously this year.
That's a remote type of job, right?
Yeah, I teach on a site called Preply.
That's awesome.
You can learn whatever language.
Mhm.
And are you do you know, like, is it called Cambodian or is it called Khmer? I don't know. Sorry.
The Cambodian language is called Khmer.
Khmer? Is it like Khmai?
MER.
Oh, I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I'm spelling it right. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's okay. You didn't know.
You know Khmer?
Khmer, yeah. Yes, I do, but not fluently.
So you like speak like broken at least, or like decent?
Yeah. I would say I know my language just as much as Spanish, but I just know my language a little bit more.
Oh, okay. What's your history with Spanish?
I took Spanish in high school and I enjoyed it, but I also knew the culture of just the diversity that I had growing up, a bunch of Spanish people, and I knew that it was just gonna be beneficial if I learn Spanish. And you know, I it hyped me up when people would applaud me for my Spanish. So I definitely loved the fact of knowing different languages in general, and just talking the language to the natives. You know.
That's dope. You should do a Khmer. Have you thought about doing like Khmer song?
Absolutely. I just don't know how to speak it fluently, so I can't really make it make sense yet.
Oh, that's okay. Nobody will understand.
Yeah, not you guys, right?
Yeah, true. Oh yeah, if you invite family, I guess.
Or just even like Cambodians who's looking for American Cambodian artists, you know, they're gonna definitely peep it and just like, oh, she doesn't even know what she's saying.
That's so funny. It's like the Chinese tattoos that Americans get.
Exactly.
And so I guess, yeah, so you grew up basically with your younger brothers and like the guys, and also on like, do you call it like construction site or you call it something else?
Demolition, I call it.
The demolition?
Yeah, we didn't do construction, we did demolition.
Oh, the opposite. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But do you like destroying?
Do I like what?
Destroying things?
Oh yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's, you know, you just get to smash shit, like, break shit. But we worked. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
We worked under an abatement, like contract. So we wasn't just there just to break things down. We was also there to abate, like harmful, what's it called? Like hazardous things that could be airborne and not good for your lungs. It's called asbestos.
Asbestos, yeah. I guess so. I was gonna ask about your basketball. Like, so I was thinking because back in the day, like we didn't have a lot of like female ballers and also like Asian American ballers. So how did you find, like, did you play basketball for your high school or what was your history with that?
Yeah, so I played basketball. I started 7th grade. I found out that there was basketball tryouts in 6th grade on the last day, but my mom wouldn't let me, so I definitely just started on 7th grade, and then I've been playing since then. When I got into high school, my coaches would sponsor me to play like off season, like in the league. So I would go out to like DC to these basketball conventions and watch out for this guy. And freaking just play like outdoors. I actually met a lot of friends just simply playing basketball outdoors within the city.
Like in the summers?
Yeah, in the summers. Yeah, I would just I played ball all year round, and I ended up just going out like that. I played in college. I didn't finish college, but I did play in college, and I dropped out. But I've been playing ball like all my life, really, and met most of my friends because of it.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Did you play a lot with your brothers? Like, was there a lot of competition with them in basketball?
I definitely did play with them, but I don't know about competition. I mean, me and my father and my brothers would play together when we were younger, but like, I mean, I was the one who played basketball. Yeah, I played basketball the most.
Okay. Because like you hear about like also like twins like going out playing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they get crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was wondering, so like, how did you get like those sponsorships to people?
My coaches, they knew people who were in charge of the whole AA. This is what we call it, AAU. It was just like the off-season league, and they're really good friends, and they were able to just make things work. You know, they're good people, good connections. You're able to just make things happen, especially when we're younger girls, and pretty sure it can make that happen. You know, people invest. There's actually a lot of, there's actually a huge, well, I'm sure you know, there's a huge community of just basketball players, and you just gotta really look for it, type of thing. But they're out there. I know I be seeing some Asians. I have yet to meet, well, actually I do know one Cambodian basketball player, but but they're, you know, they're definitely out here.
That's cool. I mean, it's different now because everyone is like doing different things from all backgrounds, and like, and now the WNBA is crazy, like with Caitlin Clark stuff, I guess. But yeah, I guess my question there is also like, how do you find the confidence? They're like, there's very few Asians and very few females bowling, and you're just like, I'm gonna dominate. Like, despite that, like, did it ever cross your mind, or were you just like, I'm good at this? So.
I'm not the type of person to think in a cocky way. I'm really a humble type of person, so I don't really think like, oh, I'm one of the best, or actually, volleyball is my #1 sport. I'm just really athletic, so I never thought of it that way. But yeah, I mean, I sit here, I'll say proudly and cocky. That's a word, cockily, that I'm athletic. But to be like, oh, I'm the best basketball player, like, nah, I'm just pushing buttons at that point. I'll just be talking shit if you hear me say that.
Okay, so but you never thought about like race, or like being a woman when you're like when you're playing ball, and you're like, that didn't like, how did you not let that limit you? I guess I'm just trying to say, like, where did you find the confidence?
Yeah. There's this thing, right, where as a woman, when you're playing basketball with guys, they tend to take it easier on you, or I have had that happen to me. They come tell me to my face like, oh, I'm gonna take it easy on you, like, oh, like, you light work type of thing. And I'll come in and I'll just bust on them, I'll block them, or I'll take the ball from them, and it would just prove them wrong. And that feeling of proving somebody wrong because they decided to underestimate me is the feeling that I strive for, where most of my confidence comes from. So I definitely you know, use that motive to prove people wrong when talking about my confidence.
Do you use that in music, like, to feel people might underestimate you, so you go even harder? Or how does that work for you, you think?
With music, no, I don't necessarily feel that way, because making music is a spiritual thing, as opposed to playing basketball, where, you know, you get physical and you can talk all the shit that you want to, but the energy and the hard work don't lie. But within the music, you know, you can obviously lie, but I don't move that way in my music. So when it comes to confidence in my music, I behind the scenes throughout the week, I already run my band practices. I already sing, aka / perform on Sundays during my services. I teach my youth ministry in front of, like, you know, rounding from like 3 kids all the way up to like 10 kids. I'm even teaching all ages too, just adults, young adults, kids, teenagers. So I have to have confidence in almost anything that I do, whether it's singing, whether it's teaching, writing, speaking. So
activity.
Huh?
A lot of like outward activities.
Right. So when it comes to the music, I kind of already feel confident. I think it's just like a mindset type of thing. So to think that I might not even like notice if I'm unconfident or not is like the question for me internally, if that makes sense.
What? Sorry.
So like I'm so confident in the work that I do because I do it
Yeah.
as a lifestyle that for me to think about if I don't have any
Okay.
confidence within the music, that would be a question for me rather than like if I do have confidence.
You'd be like, what's wrong with me? Because I put my life in this.
Exactly.
And then with your youth ministry, like, how does that work briefly? And like, do you have a moment that you were really proud of with a student, or something that, like, with them learning an instrument or something that you think stands out for you in doing that?
Yeah, I mean, impacting the youth always is a great feeling. I use it in various approaches, whether it's within music, like physically, or spiritual conversations, and just seeing that they've retained, wisdom. Those are the moments that I really look forward to when it comes to teaching and my youth ministry in general.
Yeah. Is there a kid who stands out, like, that you're, like, proud of? You feel acting?
I can't answer that because everyone's different and I see everybody in the same almost like light.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, but
Like, through, like, God?
what you say?
Like, through God?
Not like they're God, but just
Not they are God, but yeah.
yeah, it's like me saying like, oh yeah, my arm is better than my legs. And they work different roles and they both function the same impact way.
Because, like, I have a favorite nephew, so as in,
You have a favorite nephew?
yeah. Let's see. Then, I guess last question. Where do you see yourself? Like, a lot, maybe 10 years from now. What do you see yourself doing? Like, and who you're collaborating with?
Mm-hmm.
Like, any big dreams like that?
Yeah. I was trying to think about this. I know you texted me this prior, but so I was thinking that like I'm not even looking for no Grammy. I'm not looking to be on the same stage as Tyler and Beyonce and Jay-Z. Like that's not really my motives for this music. I got into the music because I enjoy creating. So, in terms of seeing myself within the music industry in a few years from now, I'm really just looking to create a community that's like genuine, that's influential, that's inspiring and motivating. I really just want to uplift the people. So that's my goal. Wherever it takes me within these next few years, I'm going to just take whatever makes sense and continue to do what I enjoy doing, which is just like impacting no matter what way it goes. But yeah, so that's musically I'm just enjoying the ride. Really, I have no specifics. I'm not pushing to be featuring with anybody specific, like no celebrities or anything like that. If the opportunity comes to me, then that's when I'll move forward in whatever situation in life that I'm in that moment, whatever makes sense, But where do I see myself like as a woman? I don't know. I'm still growing, and knowledge can open a lot of doors for you. So I'm just trying to take in a lot of knowledge, search for a lot of knowledge, and so by the time I hit 30, when I publish my book, I feel like it'll be a perfect time for me to start traveling the world. I mean, I'm still gonna travel the world, obviously, before I hit 30. I'm 26 now, so I have 4 years. But by 30 years old, I want to be able to just be mobile and maybe even set up a tour, just because I enjoy also event planning. But I'm not in any sort of limitations to myself. I'm kind of just embracing the doors that's opening for me and learning from it and seeing where it takes me from there on with just understanding, genuine love and focus and passion. That's really it. Like I said, I have no end game. I'm just embracing the journey right now because I am pretty young and I don't have all the answers. So what more does an underdog do than to just sit and become a student of the game?
That's true. That's how I feel. Like it's just like I can't think too much. Just mostly be open.
Right.
Because things change so much
Mm-hmm.
and all that. But like he said, it was very poetic. And I was like, I don't have the answer, Sway. That's what I thought of.
That's funny. Nah, if you could write that down like as a article in an article, you should use that.
Hell yeah. So yeah, and then any last words for the viewers, even though there's no one viewing, and like what you want people to know about you, or just what advice for people?
I would tell people to be yourself and do what makes you happy and make sure you got good company.
Oh yeah. Right. Give it up for NITA Slay.
Ooh, slay them demons. You need a slash thing and slay up in here.
That's dope. Alright, thanks NITA. I'll see you soon.
No problem, Sean. Thank you so much for giving me a time. I know I'm going to see you this Friday on your birthday, but I thank you so much for just investing.
Yeah, thank you, NITA, and good luck with the photo shoot.
Thank you. We can talk soon.
Thanks. Bye.
Ugh. Oh my God.
Yo, so what interview was that from? That was like a live, like you hear it on Spotify or like nah?
It's the dude that's hosting that event that for Friday, I think. The dude that's his birthday, Sean.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, honestly.
No,
whatever he does with that interview is whatever he does with it. I just be like, oh, you want to interview me? All right, what time?
No, that was fire though.
Thank
That's
you.
fire. I feel like I got to like know you even way more than I already did, but that's dope. That was fire. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? This is NITA Slay riding around with her security. I had to be quiet, that was a lot.
Nah, that was crazy. He was like, are you with Humble Throw?
Oh yeah.
I was like,
that was kind of wild. I didn't know what way he meant it.
Right,
like,
me neither.
Like my brain went like 3 different ways. Like,
real?
Like, we with together? Are we in the car together? Like, are we together? Or like, I didn't know. So I was just like, you answered it perfect though. That was fire. Like,
I forgot what I said.
You was like, yeah, that's my road dog. You was like, how do you know? Like, you said, how do you know? But then you was like, yeah, that's my road dog. That's, you gonna see him, see me. It's my security. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Word.
That was fire.
Word.
My phone. Nah, I'm only recording this. I just felt like, yo, I don't know if he's gonna have one live, but like, you know what I mean? This is what I do. This is the Humble Throw Skin Godcast. I be interviewing artists, so it's like, I took the opportunity just to hit record.
Oh, word.
And it was just like, yo, this is fire. If you wanted to,
You can interview me.
Man, what?
We can do it tonight, shit.
All right. But yo, like I said, like, look, what was I gonna say? I was just like, I could have put this on my YouTube channel and just be like, yo, NITA Slay riding with her security doing a live interview or something. But if not, then we just keep it personal and then chop clips up, whatever.
I feel like this one. I feel like my face was like, I was just like.
Oh, okay, all right.
Like.
I know I got.
That.
No, okay. Nah, that's what's up.
But after we could like ride around. You ask me questions and then I'll answer it,
right,
and I'll make sure my face looks all right because you're recording and all that.
You don't think you look fire?
No, I do, but like I was like.
I think that was ill because he was busy. He was like, yeah, like the nails. You're doing the nails and stuff. Like you're getting ready to do a photo shoot. Like this nigga is just chiming in on your time. Like your time is precious and priceless. So it's like. You know what I mean? He had I know he was grateful for you giving him that time, but that was dope.
Make me look bougie and shit. Like, yeah, I was born with 3 brothers. Like, yeah, I love Demolition.
Yeah, that was fire. That was fire. Like, so one last thing I gotta say, like, the reason why I enjoyed it, because it's like, you don't really hear that from artists. They always try to sugarcoat shit. They don't tell their real life.
Like, oh,
but you was just like, yeah.
My mama was a dad. My mama was a singer. My daddy was a rapper. You
yeah,
the same shit.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like your
you.
story's fire. Like I call anybody who fucks with me. I call them all squad. Like we do it all. Like we do everything.
Word.
So like hearing you was like, damn, you all squad, dog.
Yeah.
Like you do it all. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But yeah. Anyway, this is like I said, we in here.
It's a blessing and a curse, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I was fired though. I'm out. Boosh. NITA Slayer, the slashing and slayer. Y'all know the
that.
motherfucking vibes. Ooh, motherfucking we. I'm trying to clear my language for the children, but this is rated R. I told you niggas like you tuned into the channel. Stop.
Ooh, we.
Ooh, we.